If you had access to a weight loss plan that was 100% guaranteed, would you use it? I'm not asking that question to be inflammatory. I'm asking because the plan already exists. We have hundreds, if not thousands of testimonials that prove that what I'm saying is true. As a matter of fact, all it would take is for you to go and look at some of my more recent videos and just go through the comment sections, and you'll see where people have randomly put testimonials in there, talking about their experience, talking about what they've done. Join our Facebook group, join AHA Communities, which is our free membership. Just scroll through. You will see testimonials all of the time. The question is not, do we have a program that works? The question is, are you willing to work the program? Today, I'm talking about our 5-2 Fasting Blitz. What's special about the 5-2 is it is designed to create controlled metabolic cycles, all right? This is 5 days of intense fat burning, followed by 2 days of mindful refeed. That mindful refeed allows you to continue making progress in spite of the fact that you're no longer fasting. It also gives you control over social environments. If you have different things going on in your life that, require you to engage in eating, you don't have to completely avoid it or feel awkward for being in those situations because you're allowed 2 eat days every week. So you can manipulate your schedule around these 2 eat days to make things make sense. Now, everything was well thought out. The duration, the 5-day duration, gives you the benefit of some of the most incredible features of fasting, which include autophagy. In order for you to get the benefits of autophagy, you have to fast for a certain period of time. I always recommend a minimum of 3 days, okay? 3 days will get you to the point where you're getting pretty much the maximum benefit of autophagy for, a reasonable period of fasting time. The longer you fast, you can get more benefits out of autophagy, but now we're looking at 2 weeks of fasting, okay? In addition to that, you also get the benefit of human growth hormone. Now, when you combine these 2 elements of autophagy and human growth hormone, this is the reason why people who follow our strategy don't have loose skin. So now, not only are we getting the benefit of fat burning, we're losing weight faster than anything else, right? But then also it's efficient. You don't have a lot of extra protein to work up. You don't have to worry about toning and doing all that stuff later on. The body will do it in real time. Now, combined with those 2 hormones, we also want to make sure that we're providing the body with proper or adequate water. And if I'm being more clear, it's really about hydration. You get enhanced hydration when you fast. So if you guys are paying attention, what we actually see is a compounding effect. We're fasting for weight loss, which is the fastest way to lose weight, the most efficient way to lose weight. You're getting an upregulation of vital hormones that are going to help to tighten and resuscitate the cells. And then in addition to that, we're probably giving the body the most efficient hydration it's received all year long. So now your energy levels are higher, the body's able to put that energy towards healing, and then you'll see these really amazing results. I want to share a story with you all because I feel like stories are very powerful. That's why we do our interviews. And we had a young lady, one of our members, who actually joined the community. Before she joined the community, she stated that she was doing everything the traditional way. So we're talking exercise. We're talking counting calories. We know the traditional wisdom, okay? She was spending 2 hours a day in the gym. She was buying the protein shakes, and she actually ended up losing 40 pounds over a period of time, which in my opinion is very impressive. I think that losing weight the traditional way is difficult, and anybody who could do that, they have a very strong mindset. So congratulations and kudos for the progress she did make. However, inevitably, she hit that traditional wisdom plateau. This is where, you get a certain amount of benefit from the traditional wisdom. And then if your results have to go beyond that, you start to struggle. Okay. So no matter how hard she pushed herself at the gym, no matter how few calories she took in, eventually she became fatigued, which happens. It's very hard to maintain these intense workouts, these intense protocols, especially when you're not seeing results. So the weight stopped dropping, her cravings came back, and then within 6 months, she had regained all of the weight, plus an additional 10 pounds. And this is the type of stuff I absolutely hate hearing. It's so demoralizing to lose that much weight, like really be on your way, to put that much energy into it, and you don't get the cigar. You don't get the trophy. You didn't win. You didn't hit your goal because the way we're trying to approach our health, our wellness, and our weight loss is insufficient. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with your hands tied behind your back. And that's exactly what I see happen over and over. So obviously she was frustrated. She found AHA. And when she found us, she was convinced that her metabolism was damaged, which is another thing that I hear from you guys a lot. A lot of people talk about damaged metabolisms, and you even ask me, do our protocols damage your metabolism? Which they do not. They actually upregulate the metabolism. And I told her this, right? I'm like, your body's not broken. She actually started in one of our first 5-2 fasting blitzes. We've had 2 or 3 challenges of the 5-2. And so she started the 5-2 blitz, and then she said for the first time in her life, the scale moved effortlessly. That was her response when she started this process, which is very common. Okay. I believe that traditional diet and exercise is very difficult. Even if you're used to doing it, even if mentally you're like, this is easy, it's what I do, your body is not translating that. Your body feels like this is a lot of work. Okay. Fasting is nothing. Fasting is just don't eat, drink some water, and be mindful about what you put in your body when you do refeed. Okay. So by day 4, she felt the shift. Deep energy, mental clarity, the inflammation was melting away, which I tell you guys all the time. Fasting is an inflammation buster. She got no plateaus, and she ended up losing 11 pounds in her first cycle, which is very common. As a matter of fact, we see people lose anywhere from 6 to 12 pounds just during the prep week. Okay. So in her second cycle, what she said that she noticed, it wasn't about weight at this point. It was about her cravings. She noticed that her cravings were starting to subside. And the reason why the cravings started to subside is because when you fast for that longer duration of time, which is also why the 5-2 is so powerful, your body has the ability to actually start pushing cravings out. What are cravings? It's literally the chemical constituents of the food products you've eaten in the past coming to the surface as the body tries to detox them. Now, typically we misread those messages, and what we try to do is we try to satisfy the craving. So, it's like, I want some chocolate cake. So you go and get the chocolate cake. Well, that is the absolute wrong thing to do, because what you end up doing is starting that cycle all over again. That's the reason why you experience cravings, regularly. You're constantly meeting those cravings, and the body has to start the detox process all over. Well, when you go through our process, remember, on the refeed days, a lot of the foods that you're probably craving aren't going to be allowed. They're not going to be on the list of foods that you're supposed to be eating. So if you're doing the process properly, you're going to start to eliminate those cravings. And she noted that her cravings were going away, which is exactly what I personally experienced. So by week 5, she was down 27 pounds. And this was brand new because it was no gym, no calorie counting, and best of all, no burnout. She also told me, and this gave me chills, she was like, Chris, for the first time, my body is working with me instead of against me. And I love when people come to that realization, because literally the body is never working against you. We perceive it that way because we've been fed a false narrative about how the body functions. But the reality is the body is constantly working on your behalf. You guys need to remember that as well, right? No matter what your weight loss journey looks like, your body is your partner. It's working with you. So I think that realization alone is worth its weight in gold, because you're going to get further faster working with your body. But obviously, there's a lot of benefits that come from, a 5-2 fasting cycle. For example, the tightening of loose skin. We talked about avoiding loose skin, which is what you want to do in the perfect scenario, but a lot of people already have loose skin. All right, you can use a protocol like this to tighten up the loose skin. It also repairs damaged cells. We talked about that earlier. That's what autophagy does. And also, by the way, the more cycles you do, the more benefit you extract from it. So the compounding effect actually increases over time. You also get massive inflammation reduction, which I've told you guys that fasting in general is an inflammation buster. Once again, when you use these more prolonged fasts, you just get more benefit out of it. A lot of disease in your body comes from or is associated with inflammation, including weight loss. A lot of the weight you guys have to lose is water weight, which is inflammation. But what is contained in that water is toxic. And so the body has to release it very intelligently. And these cycles and these processes are designed to help the body do that. If you guys are dealing with insulin resistance, which is super popular, a lot of people have insulin resistance. Fasting, especially these prolonged fasts with the mindful refeed, will knock that out of the park very quickly. We've had several people report that their A1C was, 6 or above before starting our challenges, and then 30 days later, 5 weeks later, they're in a normal range. I'm not making claims. I'm just saying these are the testimonials that I hear. I know some of you all are thinking, Chris, this all sounds great, but this is the reason why I asked this question at the very beginning. Chris, this all sounds great, but it's difficult to fast. It's hard for me to fast. Cravings, this, that, whatever. I fast for a while, I get off track. I know. I've been working with y'all for a decade, very intimately, I should say. I know. This is the reason why we put together our bundles, our fasting bundles. These bundles are designed to strategically aid in detoxification of the body, okay? Opening up the elimination pathways, giving you better mental clarity, and providing a soft landing and transition so that you could go from standard American diet or whatever standard diet you're on to fasting for 5 days and having a good experience. And so I just want to briefly talk about some of the tools that I'm going to be utilizing in our next fasting challenge to give you guys the best results. This is the first time I've put together a bundle this extensive. The first thing is Restore. Now, any of you all who have been with us for a while, you know we have a very good relationship with the Root Wellness brand, and Restore is one of their flagship products. It is designed to nourish the gut microbiome. So it is a prebiotic and a probiotic. That's good. You want to digest better. That's going to make sure that when you are eating, you're extracting nutrients, you're getting benefit from what you're eating, and it's moving through your digestive tract seamlessly. It also opens up the elimination pathways. So the stuff that's in there that's stuck, that's old, that's been there for a while, it'll start sweeping that stuff out, okay? So that's an amazing tool on its own. But when you couple it with Sculpt, which is the second product that we have, Sculpt is a weight management tool. If you have weight that you need to lose, it will help you lose weight. If you're underweight, it'll help you gain weight. If your body is at exactly where it likes to be, it helps you maintain, which that's another key that, we struggle with, is maintaining our weight loss, right? Restore is going to help you maintain your weight loss by cleaning out the old stuff. Sculpt is actually formulated to help you maintain your weight loss. And also it acts as an appetite suppressant. And so that's going to help with cravings. So all of these are issues that people have when they fast, and these tools are designed specifically to attack these issues. Now, when we do our longer fast, 5 days, or more, and we're doing these cycles, fasting fatigue is real. It can happen, all right? And that's why we have some of our other fasting cycles to help with that. However, we've included in our bundle this time Zero In. And what Zero In is designed to do is to help with mental fatigue. It helps with your memory. It helps with clarity of mind. It enhances the production of melatonin, serotonin, and dopamine. So this is your feel-good chemicals. This is the chemicals that allow you to sleep better. And while we're on that topic of sleep, when you are losing large amounts of weight, the most weight you lose is going to be overnight while you sleep. If you just weigh yourself 2 or 3 times a day, you'll notice that between the time you go to sleep and the time you wake up, you see the most weight loss. Why? Because 80% of our weight comes out through our breath. The reason why we get better weight loss at night is because we breathe more naturally. During the day, we have the habit of shallow breathing, okay? So with enhanced melatonin production, better sleep, better evacuation of toxins through the breath overnight. And then to cap the whole bundle, we've included what's called Xoted. Xoted is a detoxification powder. It is specifically designed to enhance everything that we do through fasting by clearing and clearing out the cells. Why do you gain weight in the first place? Why does your body swell up with inflammation? It's because of contamination. So when you have a tool that's designed to help enhance the detoxification of the body, you have another tool that opens up the elimination pathways so that stuff doesn't get stuck and reabsorbed. Now you've got it's an assembly line. I want you guys to think about Xoted like your cells are in there with a shovel and they're digging the contaminated dirt out, right? Xoted is like an excavation machine. It's like a backhoe. It's going to come in there and add this amazing mechanical prowess and be able to do 10 times or 100 times the work that the guys with the shovel can do. And when you combine all of these tools together, the outcomes are incredible. All of these tools are designed to be able to be used alongside our fasting protocol. And I highly recommend if you guys decide to join our challenge, because we're talking about the 5-2 fasting challenge. We have one starting this Sunday, November 30th, okay? It's gonna run in between holidays, so you guys get to enjoy Thanksgiving, and then when you're ready to go to work and get that weight off, we're gonna start. And then we're going to do our refeed week the week of Christmas. So you guys will still be able to enjoy Christmas dinner if you want to. We're going to kind of ease you guys off of the schedule, but in between, you'll be able to knock off all of the weight that you've gained this year, all of the weight that you weren't able to lose, right? Just kind of that last big push, and any of the holiday weight that you may be putting on currently. And this is the reason why we scheduled this challenge right now. So if you guys are looking to, lose about 30 pounds between now and the end of the year, this is the challenge for you. If you're looking for something that is powerful but seamless, this is the challenge for you. This is an opportunity to be a part of a community, part of a group, part of a mastermind of people who are all looking for the same goal. That creates a synergy unlike anything you could do on your own. Trust me, I know. I've done all of this stuff myself, okay? I've fasted on my own. I've fasted in groups. It's night and day when you have somebody there who understands what you're going through. We've bundled all of these tools, these very powerful tools together to aid you guys in your process. And then also we've created some payment plan options so that you could literally pay on it as you go into the new year and enjoy your new body, your new physique, your new mindset. So whether you want to lose weight, regenerate the skin, regenerate the organs, cleanse the cells, remove inflammation, whatever you're looking for, this is the challenge for you. I'm going to put the information in the description box and in the comment section. I hope to see you guys inside. We are starting soon. Do not wait. Obviously, supplies are going to be limited. It is Christmas time. Shipping's going to be slow. Join now. Order your bundle. Let's go. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And I'll see you all next time.